Oh man, have we got some exciting Doors news to talk about. Not only have we received even more confirmation that a possible new Seek chase is coming in the garden subfloor, but we have also received some information about just how advanced it could be, as well as what possibly could be a hint towards the Snare Vine boss fight, which is predicted to be released. Okay, so as you are all probably aware, the next Doors update is going to add a brand new outdoor subfloor titled The Garden, and it'll be accessible through a giant door located in the greenhouse. For a little while now, we've expected that this subfloor will be receiving a new Seek chase, as well as a boss fight with a giant vine, and we recently got confirmation about some aspects about those two events. We have got a lot to cover in this video, so with all of that being said, let's begin. Alright, so let's just get straight to the news. Yesterday, at least as of writing the script, a Doors developer released this message stating how fun and exciting the next Doors update is, going on to say that they believe it's the best content they have ever produced for the game. Now, the developer who specifically stated this is Jasper, who is the lead animator of the game. Many of the more advanced animations seen in Doors, such as figure and grumble movements, were created by them, if I recall correctly at least. And this means that animations of a similar quality will be present in the garden subfloor. Now, this is something we have expected for a while, but I think we should pay more attention to this very last thing Jasper says in this message. Accompanied by a falling leaf emoji is an eye emoji, and this has some major implications. Yeah, that's right, we are back to dissecting emojis. This time, I'm not going to spend too much of the video on it though. Now, we already know that the falling leaf emoji symbolizes the garden subfloor as a whole, as it is used in almost every single message relating to it, at least from official pieces of Doors media. The eye emoji has a little different connotation though. Most obviously, it could represent a message towards us players to keep an eye out for any new teasers or news relating to the update. That's what it's most commonly used in other forms of media. This is what I suspected it meant at first, but then I realized it could have a deeper meaning. Let me ask you a question. Which Doors entity is known for being associated with eyes, and features a giant singular eye on their design? It's of course Seek, and that is an entity who we have suspected for quite some time to have a Seek chase in the upcoming subfloor. Now, if you recall, there's two pieces of evidence to support a Seek chase is coming in the garden subfloor. For one, the developers posted this teaser of a man running through some trees. And, as you all know, in Seek chases, the player is forced to run and dodge obstacles. Given how a man walking emoji wasn't used here, it's pretty safe to say that this doesn't represent a player just strolling along through the subfloor, but actively running, possibly from Seek. The second piece of evidence is this somewhat outdated module found in the game's code, which states its name as Seek Moving Garden. Although this module was updated during the Hotel Plus update, we've known that plans regarding this subfloor have existed since back then. So, this being a valid evidence for a garden Seek chase still holds some weight. Now, I've already made a video going in depth over that evidence, but Jasper's message could possibly tell us a little more about the Seek chase. If the eye emoji at the end of Jasper's message is meant to represent Seek, it could mean the entire statement as a whole is about the Seek chase. Given how Jasper is the lead animator for Doors, it means that the Seek chase could potentially be extremely advanced animation-wise. Think of things like the ending cutscenes of Doors or the movements of 3D entities. This Seek chase could possibly feature things like that, although taken to a whole new level, as Jasper believes it is some of his best work to date. Now, although Jasper could be referring to the intro cutscene for the Seek chase in the message, he could also be referring to obstacle animations as well, As you may recall, in both Seek chases, obstacles will appear in front of you that you must dodge. And given Jasper's message, it's possible that some of these obstacles will have pretty intricate animations for when they do appear in front of players, which definitely sounds like a cool addition. However, although an incredibly intricate animated Seek chase is something which a lot of people will appreciate, there is something else this message could be hinting towards. Let's say that this eye emoji isn't focused on Seek, or that a Seek chase isn't even coming in the subfloor. What else could be so masterfully animated to warrant this response from Jasper? Well, there is only one thing I can think of, and that is the Vine boss fight. Essentially, all throughout the game, players can find this giant, almost sentient vine just popping up, as if it is watching you. This vine was hinted by both the developers and El Goblino to be important, and I believe it will play a central role in the garden subfloor, given how it seems to be very heavily related to nature. More specifically, I think it will be part of some sort of final boss fight we will need to complete in order to escape the garden subfloor. Essentially, we know that snares, which are a plant-like entity found primarily in the greenhouse, aren't individual entities, but rather a series of traps interconnected by a giant underground vine system, at least according to the developers. This means that each snare trap is part of one giant snare entity, and I suspect that this mysterious giant vine is part of the underground vine system, given how it somewhat resembles the design of normal snare traps, featuring white-colored spikes all over its model. If this theory is to be believed, then that means this giant vine is the heart of the snare entity, and given its size, I'd assume it would be some type of massive boss would have to face in the subfloor, similar to Grumbles. If Jasper's message is to be believed about this entity, then that means this snare vine boss would be quite intricately animated, which sounds pretty cool, especially given how they are going to be a major boss fight in the floor. So, to summarize, a message from the lead animator of Doors implied that some aspect of the garden subfloor contains the best work they have ever produced. And through deductive reasoning, I assume that either they are referring to the suspected upcoming Seek chase, or the Snare Vine boss fight. Now, it's possible Jasper could be referring to something else relating to the subfloor, such as the cutscene for entering or leaving the subfloor. But given the information we have, I feel the two options I presented are the most likely. Anyways, with all of that being said, let me know in the comments if you think I'm correct with my interpretation of this message, as well as what you think Jasper's statement could be referencing. As although I do believe it's about the Vine boss or Seek, it could be about something else. And thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.